Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or MandRproductions and welcome to the top 10 LEGO Star Wars UCS sets list. This list will contain my top 10 LEGO Star Wars UCS sets, so if you guys have anything you would have put differently or added some sets in and taken some sets out that wouldn't have made my list but made your list, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys would drop a like on this video, 100 likes would be awesome, so please drop a like down below if you enjoyed the video at the end. And with that being said guys, let's go ahead and get into this. The UCS line has been around for over 15 years and there have been around 20 UCS sets produced in that timeline, so there's a lot of sets to go through, and some sets just didn't make the list. You guys will see at the end which one is number one, so make sure you stick around to the end. So with that being said guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it with number 10. In at number 10 is the 75095 Ultimate Collector Series TIE Fighter. It had 1,685 pieces and retailed for $200 US. It's a pretty massive model. The box art probably doesn't do it justice, but the box itself is actually pretty big, and the set itself is almost even bigger. It's pretty crazy how big this TIE Fighter is, and when LEGO released it, I was really excited. It was about darn time they had made one, and it definitely did it justice. It looks really cool with the black and light gray color scheming, very accurate, unlike the earlier TIE Interceptor UCS model that they had made. This one definitely fit the part better, so that's why this one's at number 10. It also included a pretty cool plaque and TIE Fighter pilot. At number 9 on my list, I have the 10240 Red 5 X-Wing Starfighter. It included 1,559 pieces and retailed for $200 as well. It had one minifigure being R2-D2, and it was an amazing model and an amazing upgrade from the original 2000 UCS X-Wing. I mean, this thing looked amazing. It's got some great stickers for detail. It's got a much better design than the original X-Wing, which I'll pop up on your screen right now, and you guys can see the difference. It just took a giant leap forward, and it definitely deserves a place on this list. Now, it might have been higher, but there are some sets on this list that I like more personally, but you guys probably had this set higher. I think they did a great job with the wings. They can move into attack position and then back down together, kind of like you have with the ARC 170 and the smaller X-Wings. So the wings are functional. The cockpit opens up and you can put a minifigure in there, but it's not really to scale. And then it also has the spout for R2-D2 behind there with R2-D2 included. At number 8 on my list, released in 2005, is the 10134 Y-Wing Attack Starfighter. It included 1,473 pieces and retailed for the low price of $120 US. Now, this is a set that would nowadays cost $200, but back then it only cost $120. So it was a pretty cheap UCS set to get back in the day, and it's a very cool one. I really like this one. It comes with the red R2 unit as its lone minifigure. Unfortunately, again, no Y-Wing pilot. Kind of the same story as with the previous set, the X-Wing. No X-Wing pilot there. And yeah, it's a very cool set. I love the details on it. There's a lot of exclusive and expensive pieces on this set. It's the only UCS Y-Wing model we've ever gotten, so it still holds up to this day from 2005. It's been 11 years. 12 years actually, and it just looks amazing. Still compares very well with today's UCS models, and I think we might be getting a remake soon, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. At number 7, we have the 75060 Slave 1, 1,996 pieces and retails for $200. It was released in early 2015, and this is an absolutely amazing UCS model. I really love it. I think the box art is one of the best box arts on any of the UCS sets ever. It's just a really cool color palette there on the box art. You have the sun setting on Bespin, or it looks like it's setting, who knows. The minifigures included are Boba Fett, the Bespin Guard, a Stormtrooper, which was exclusive to this set at the time, and Han Solo with his Carbonite counterpart. The Slave One itself is massive, and it really does the Slave One justice in the UCS form. I really think this is an awesome UCS model. You can even put Boba Fett into the cockpit, so he actually fits in there, and you can have him sit down in the seat with the control panel, and he actually does rotate with the wings like he does on some of the smaller Slave One models that we've gotten in the past. The stand for this UCS set is amazing. It really puts it in a good posture, so you can display it well, and there are also engine details on the back, which they easily could have left off, but being a UCS set, they really did put in the extra effort to put them on there. And then there's also some pretty good and very well detailed stickers to finish the set off. At number 6, we have the 10225 R2-D2. This set came out in 2012 and retailed for $180 US. It's an amazing UCS model of R2-D2. It's a very big model, and it has a lot of cool features. It can open up those hatches you see on the front, and it reveals some tools, such as the tool to allow him to hack into things on ships. Also, a buzzsaw is in there. And his third leg can either be put up and stored into the body so he can be in a two-legged position, or it can be pulled down and put out so he can be in the position you see here with three legs. It's a very cool model. The head is rotatable. I think they did a great job getting the shape of the head, and this thing falls at number 6 on my list, again with an R2-D2 minifigure included to kind of give you a good idea of scale here in this picture. But a very nice set, and for only $180, it was a great pickup. At number 5, we have the 10030 UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. This is an amazing set, 3,104 pieces, $300 or $269, depending on where you look. And it is an amazing, gigantic model. Now, this thing could have been higher on my list. It could have been lower. It's just kind of up in the air where this one belongs. But regardless, it's a legendary UCS set, one of the best. It came with a mini Tantive 4 and just has a ton of details on it. I think it's a really sleek looking design, and I wouldn't mind a remake of this in the future. But the box art's pretty cool. It's got, looks like Tatooine in the back, or some kind of desert planet. And again, just showing off the ship, looks amazing. It's an amazing model. No minifigures, unfortunately. They kind of missed an opportunity there. But again, this was like 2002, so it was the early days of the UCS set, so we didn't really have anything like that. But yeah, on to number 4. And at number 4, we have the 10143 UCS Death Star 2. This is a much better model than the newer model of the Death Star that we have. It included 3,449 pieces retail for $300, and again, it's just an amazing model. It looks really accurate to the Death Star 2 that we see in the movie, and I think they did a great job giving it that work-in-progress look, or the under-construction look with the pieces hanging out instead of a fully covered look, and I just really love this. It comes with a mini Super Star Destroyer that you guys can see here in this picture, and it's a very, very cool model. You can either have the lasers on there, or you can take the lasers off. It's just up to you, but a very cool model indeed, and for only $300 back in the day, it was a great pickup as well. Unfortunately, I don't have one of these. Also of note, there are no minifigures in this set. And at number 3, we have the 10221 Super Star Destroyer, 3,152 pieces, $400 US, and a very, very long LEGO Star Wars ship. This thing included 5 minifigures, Bosk, IG-88, an Imperial officer, the Dengar, and Darth Vader. Now, a very, very cool set. Again, it's a very long set. It took up a lot of space on the shelf, and it was so, so cool. I remember when this thing first got announced back in 2011 or 2010, it was just a monster set. It does include a mini Star Destroyer and also has some pretty cool functions, such as the ability to lift off part of the top of the Super Star Destroyer to reveal a little area inside that you can have or reenact the scene where Darth Vader tells the bounty hunters to find Han Solo. So very, very cool indeed. I really love this set. I wish I had one. Now it's a bit expensive, around $800, but it's still a doable price for those of you who really want it. And here's one last look at the very long profile of this ship. Just a very, very cool ship, and I think they did a great job, of course, with the middle part too, making it look very, very structured and kind of giving it that clumped up look. It's kind of hard to describe what I'm talking about, but making it look like there's a lot in the middle of the ship where there's like a lot of rooms and stuff originally in the real set or in the real ship in the Star Wars universe. At number 2, we have my favorite LEGO Star Wars set ever. Now, I contemplated putting this one at number 1, but I think in the eyes of most Star Wars fans, number 1 is going to be number 1. You'll see why. But at number 2, I have the 10212 Imperial Shuttle, 2,503 pieces, and $260 US when it was in the stores around 2010, 2011. And it had 5 minifigures: Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, a stormtrooper, an Imperial officer, and an Imperial pilot. So very, very cool, and just a really, really giant set. This set is giant. If you guys have it, you'll know what I mean. It's one of those things that doesn't fit on most of your shelves, and you have to put it on the top shelf because it's too tall when it's on its stand. It's a really cool set. The box art looks amazing. The cockpit is amazing, where you can put the minifigures in. It just opens right up, and you can put all 4 or 5 minifigures in there. Unfortunately, there's no like interior to the set other than that. The landing gear is pretty cool, although unfortunately it doesn't just kind of fold up into the ship. It's kind of its separate thing, but still, nonetheless, it's a really cool set. It looks amazing in any Star Wars collection. It's a great centerpiece to any Star Wars collection, and it's a must-have if you're a fan of the Imperials. I think we all knew the 10179 Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon would make its way to number 1 on my list, and it did. 5,197 pieces, 5 minifigures, and $500 US. Those minifigures being Luke Skywalker, Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just an amazing set. It is the holy grail of LEGO Star Wars sets to most people. I don't own one, so it is my holy grail, kind of. It's like one of those sets you wish you had. We're really hopeful for a remake in the near future. It's just an amazing set. It goes for like thousands of dollars now, and it looks amazing. It's a great centerpiece to a collection, even better than the UCS Imperial Shuttle, although this one is not my favorite set, unlike the Imperial Shuttle, which is. Again, it's just an amazing set. Unfortunately, there's no interior other than the cockpit. A lot of people have modded the UCS Falcon to have an interior, but this model from LEGO does not. But again, the detailing on it is amazing. There's just so much to it. Taking a look at this top view, you just really get an appreciation for how much love and detail went into the set. And even the interior build of it, I don't have the set again, but I have seen it been built online, of course, via speed builds, and it just looks like an amazingly put together ship, very strong. Unfortunately, there's no like stand with it really. It just kind of sits on its landing gear, which is good because that's more sturdy, I think, and it does have a plaque. But that is going to be the #1 set on the list. It's just an amazing UCS set. How could it not be at #1? Again, if you guys have anything you would like to change about this list, comment down below. If I made any mistakes, let me know down below. If you have any sets you would have added to this list, let me know. I think one set that I wish I had on this list but didn't quite make the cut is the Tantive 4 set 10019 from like 2000, and I wish it could have been on this list. I really like it. It looks really cool. It's a really big and neat Star Wars set, but it just didn't make my top 10 list. Now, if you guys have anything else to say, comment down below. I'd love to hear it. If you drop a like on this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. But with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.